Hi, I'm FB and this is Team News, September 3rd, episode 58, beginning with the latest results. First off, I'll mention the results of ESL Dirty Nightcup Edition 14 that was played last Thursday. The top 3 was completely French, with Boss.Wanted taking first ahead of Neo and Yoshi. A VOD by Team Live in French is available to watch. Also on Thursday last week was the 12th round of the BA Championship. This race was streamed by Leo and Edster and a link to the VOD is found below. The results of the race was that Shorty managed to win it, however since he's not signed up to the event he didn't get any points for it. Second place went to Edster and with that he extended his lead over Sopra in the toll, who finished 3rd this time. On Saturday, the 28th edition of my own weekly race happened with 226 participants, of which 134 finished. We're getting closer to a full server, which is just completely mind-boggling to me. Thanks again for playing. As for the results, OmnipotZ was back at first place. He was able to master this rather difficult map made by Wormy the best, and won with a margin of 15 seconds ahead of Remix who took 2nd, and then 16 seconds ahead of Poker who took 3rd. Stadium Giant Cup 1 had its first out of 2 qualification cups on Sunday. 3 maps were played on in time attack, and after the smoke had cleared, the one with the best average ranking was Chronos ahead of Tamarillo and OmnipotZ. Top 16 qualified to the playoffs though, which besides the 3 players already mentioned were Flyer, Scrappy, Horeni, Bergie, Onyo, Coons, Leo, Renew, Ollie, Banane, Shorty, Papu, and lastly Scary. Several noteworthy players who didn't manage to qualify included Spam and Massa from Team Dignitas and Yo-Yo from 3D Max. The semi-final in ESL Nascar Summer Team Cup between Burning Wheels and Project Gaming Germany took place on Sunday as well. This turned out to be a pretty close match that ended in favor of Project Gaming Germany with a score of 2-3, and with that they qualified to the grand final where Nascar Racing Team awaits after having won the group stage. And to end off the results segment this week, the second to last playday of ESL NASCAR Championship 2 also happened on Sunday. If we take a look at the rankings, we do see some changes, beginning with the Premier League where Floatyho has now taken over first place from Koskos. Fluff, Bigelow, Raptor and Space are however still leading their divisions, but in the 6th division Salt PT is now leading instead. Moving on to community news, I got 2 teams who wants to recruit players to report on, beginning with eSports who are looking to add more players to their already existing team. The announcement is in French, so that makes it a bit hard for me to know exactly what they are looking for, but I believe they are mainly searching for tech players. If you're interested, there's more information written in this news post. And then I also got the team Playfive who are looking to create an entire team, and with that are searching for 6 players. This team wants dirt players, and again if you're interested then more details about it is posted in a Maniac to News. Following that, I got 2 new title packs to let you know about, beginning with the Sparksedition, which is a title pack made by Sparkster for Canyon and which includes 65 custom maps made by Sparkster. The title pack can be found in the in-game store, and in this Mania Planet topic you can read more about it. Then the second title pack that just got released is the Raid Valley title pack made by Mia21. This is an adventure pack which consists of long races in jungles, ski resorts, dunes, rice fields, etc. Custom objects for track building are included as well, and to top it off it also got a solo campaign where you race with real players replays with a time ranking. This title pack can of course also be found in the in-game store. After Electronic Tournaments announced the return of Giant Cup for Stadium not too long ago, they have now also revealed that they will bring back new editions of the Classic Team Tournament Stadium Team Championship and Nations Cup. The tournaments will start in early October, and right now you can start submitting maps. In this topic over at ET's forums you'll find all the rules you need to follow. The deadline to sending maps is set to September 21st. To finish off the community news, the results of the monthly track contest hosted by Mania Exchange for the month of August has been announced. The winner was Snake55 Wildcat with his map Rise and Fall, ahead of Mazer and TCQ. You can see all the submissions and download all the maps by visiting MX website. Now for upcoming events, and since this is the first episode of a new month, I will take the opportunity to mention some reoccurring events. Beginning with TMX and MX who are hosting weekly knockout races every Saturday for TrackMania United Forever and TrackMania 2, for which you need the All Environments title pack to participate in. I'm not gonna bother trying to mention the times since apparently they can be changed sometimes, so I just recommend checking out the topics for these events to keep yourself updated. TMX and MX will also be hosting the monthly track contest in TrackMania United Forever, Nations Forever and TrackMania 2. As usual, every MTC got a specially given theme that the mappers need to follow when they submit their maps. All MTCs have their own unique theme, and to see what they are, I posted links with more details in the summary. The Lost Coppers is a weekly contest that takes place every Saturday at 9 PM CEST. The goal here is to find hidden checkpoints on unknown tracks, and the player with the most found checkpoints will win. More information as well as previous results are found in this topic. Smurfs Cup are going to host regular tournaments for both Canyon and Valley during this month. On their website you'll see countdowns to when their next events will take place, as well as other useful information. Every first and third Thursday of the month there will also be the Coppers and Planets Millions Cups that are played in TrackMania United Forever and TrackMania 2. These are both untrained events played on over 5-minute long maps. On their websites you'll find helpful information if you want to participate. Every third Saturday of the month, the Brutal Gauntlet will be organized by Q. This is a time attack competition played in Canyon over 48 hours on a very difficult track. In the prize pot is planets as well as skins. If you want, you can also send in maps, and more details about it is found on the official website. Lastly, for reoccurring events, we got the World Trial Cup that hosts the Trial Master Cup, which is played in the WTC title pack found in the in-game store. This is another time attack tournament that is played on one map for half a month each time. More details is found on their homepage. On Wednesday at 8:30 PM CEST, the semifinals of Giant Cup 12 will take place. 48 players went through from the qualifiers and will now fight for the 12 spots in the grand final. Visit their website to stay updated about this event. On Thursday, Team Masters will host the 12th edition of their True Talent Cup starting at 8 PM CEST. The format for this is that the maps are supposed to be unknown for everyone at the start of the cup, and then the last player in each round gets knocked out until only one player remains. No registration is needed to play, just make sure to be on the server before starting time. And then TM Masters will also host another edition of their Formula 1 race this upcoming Friday at 7 PM CEST. This one will be played on the map GP of Australia, which is made by Marius89. You can already now practice the map on Team Masters server, which is linked to below. The Multi-Environment Cup Edition 2, hosted by ESL, which was supposed to take place last week, was delayed instead and will happen this Friday at 8 PM CEST. More information such as rules and map pack is found on ESL's website. On Saturday, starting at 3 PM CEST, the 24-hour road hosted by DDE will start off. 25 teams register for this event, and as the name suggests, they will be driving for 24 hours straight. Streams in English, French and German will be available to watch, and more information can be found in the description. Also, since I'm one of the streamers of this event, this means there won't be a weekly race this weekend. 16 players have already qualified, but there's still 16 more slots that needs to be filled up to the playoffs of Stadium Giant Cup 1. The second Qualification Cup will happen this Sunday starting at 3 PM CEST, and for more details visit their website. The grand final of ESL Nascar Summer Team Cup between Nascar Racing Team and Project Gaming Germany got its default time set to this Sunday at 6 PM CEST. However, reading the comments, it seems like there is a high chance this match will be moved to another date. To stay updated, check out the match page. At 8:30 PM CEST on Sunday, the last group stage round of ESL NASCAR Championship 2 is scheduled to take place. On this page you'll see all the upcoming matches. At the exact same time, the first playday of IML Cup will begin. This is a team tournament played in Tech with 26 teams signed up. On their website you'll find all the groups and upcoming matches. To finish off the episode, Team Deluxe will be hosting the Deluxe Team Championship starting in September. This is another team tournament played in Tech, but with a different format from the IML Cup, since it will be a 3 vs 3 played on 2 maps, with the rounds being what counts. If you're interested in signing up a team, the deadline is set to September 15th. More information is found on their website. And that's all I had for this week. Thanks everyone for watching, remember to rate this video and comment on it if you want, and I'll see you next time. This race was streamed by Leo and Edster, and a link to the 3 maps were played on TMM, and then the second title pack that was just released is the Raid Valley Pie. This is a yeah.